recording. Try this view for you guys. You probably can maybe hear me pretty good. You're right next to my face here. We're out here in the 205. I got a Jenkins Iron and Steel rock bucket grapple on it. Trying to clear some brush. Need the good healthy trees, but we got a lot of brush in here that's killing off trees. So I'm just kind of out here pulling that stuff out of here. That way the horses and cattle can actually walk through here, because it's all full of that thorn bush all the way around that I ripped out already. And this grapple is pretty sweet. Just pulling out little bits at a time. It rained a half inch this morning, so it's a little sloppy here. But it always is wet down here. I can remember my dad getting stuck with the 3010 down here a couple times when I was growing up. So I'm just kind of stockpiling it over here. And then once I finish up, clearing out a good chunk of it, I'll just take trips up. The big pile's about 200 yards away from here. And I'm going to hopefully burn it tomorrow morning. A lot of it's bone dry from what I did earlier this spring. prefer joysticks. I know there's different. Some people like foot control. Some people like the half and half or whatever, the ACS. Is what Bobcat calls them, I think. And I'm running SJC selectable joystick control.